Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Let me say what's up to everybody as we have this wonderful Thursday, Super Chat Thursday. Let me put a plug in for the day that we commemorate. No, I'm just joking. It is Super Chat Thursday. Shout out to everybody in the live stream. We got some fun things to talk about today. We certainly do. Man. Shakur Stevenson fucking around with Bud Crawford. Got his shit snatched. Cut off a whole lot of options from that young man. I don't know. I know what to say about it, and we're going to talk about that. Bud, man. Bud got that boy stripped. Yes, he did. There's actions. There's consequences, man. There's consequences, bro. Oh, no. No. Ray Patterson in the building. What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Thrill True to Life said, Fanon, salute OG, salute to the chat, man. Yeah, shout out to you, Thrill True to Life. Shout out to you, brother. Kentrella Grew. This boxing shit is a circus right now. Yes, it is. But you can see it coming. See, you know, for several reasons, dog. For several reasons, dog. You know what I mean? We gotta think about this. Why did the WBC? Shout out to Control. Shout out to everybody. All things. Coach Chris. Jose Lopez. What's up, Jose? What up, Coach Chris? Oh, his number one guy is Keyshawn. Coach Chris. He's forced. Hey, hold on one second. Yeah, man. Anyway, gotta wonder if he's gonna want to stay at champ in 140. And yeah, after one fight, you know this boxing shit go. Because remember, his plan was to win, then drop them for KD to pick up. Yeah, that's not taking place, man. That's done. That's done. Now, Mauricio Sue said, Negro, you're not doing what the fuck you want, my belt. No, he didn't. He said, no, you're not. If you won, keep that belt. That's what the WBC said. They said you won, keep that belt. You want to negotiate sanctioning fees because you think you have leverage. We're not doing it. I told you people are not going to be negotiating with you guys. You guys can call it what you want to say. You can say what you want to say. I have told you before. These guys are not going to negotiate with you. They're just going to move on to the next person, man. You're not taking money out of their pocket. They already, if they're not charging you 3%, and yet it's a reasonable offer, you should pay the fee because that's what you marketed yourself as when you fight for the ring title. I mean, come on, man. These ring titles, everybody that got a ring title got ring titles already have belts are fighters that were built by the sanctioning bodies. Come on, man. They've been giving you guys fights for a long time. And you marketed you are the WBC 135-pound champion, and you had a fight. You had a belt. They announced you as the WBC 135-pound champion. At the fight, they announced the WBC to validate you as a world-class fighter. That's what you paid for. You paid for the recognition that the belt gives you. That's what it is. You earned it. You did by fighting through the rankings, but they sanctioned the fights that you have to claim that you were a unified champion at 130 pounds. So, you guys, and I would maybe think different if what Terence Crawford and Shakur did was tell them ahead of time that they're not paying any fee. If they said clearly to the WBC, hey, I'm going up to fight for the WBO 140-pound title. If I fight there, I'm not going to pay a sanctioning fee to keep your belt for that fight. Okay? And if I win, I'm coming back to get that belt. What do you think, Shakur? What do you think the WBC would have said if Shakur would have told him that ahead of time? They would have said, well, we're just going to strip you. Go ahead. You drop the belt. Or you don't want to drop the belt, we'll strip the belt. We'll strip you. No worries. Thank you. That's what would have happened if they would have told him. If he would have told him that he didn't want to pay the fee. He would have said, okay, you don't want to pay the fee for your next fight? No worries. Interim champ, who would at the time would have been O'Shaquie Foster, but O'Shaquie Foster gave up the interim title. He would have been the lightweight champion right now. Shame that O'Shaquie Foster didn't stay at 130 and to be the interim champion because he didn't think that Shakur was going to see, thought Shakur was coming back down. So, but he didn't get taken advantage of. O'Shaquie didn't get taken advantage of. So I don't know, man. Is Shakur just going to campaign at 135 pounds? Somebody roast. What is that? What is that? Stars? That's crazy, man. What's up, Kentrell LaGrew? Hey, now I'm hearing Shakur fans saying Shakur and Tio did 1.2 million pay-per-view buys on an app. Yeah, that's ridiculous. How the fuck did they do 1.2 million pay-per-view buys? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Yeah, but they, it is. They didn't really sell that fucking stadium out either. There was some funny shit going on with those ticket sales. I was watching the ticket sales the whole time. They took that shit off they took those shits off the market and sold them. Who knows what they actually sold those things for? Hey, man, thank you for the super chat, man. So let's start the day off right. Yeah, man. Man, I'm just really feeling bad for Shakur, bro. I'm feeling bad for Shakur. Coach Chris said, help me out, Fanon. Is that what did, hold on. Fanon, help me out, please. Is it that they didn't want Shakur to hold two belts in two weight divisions? No, absolutely not. That's not the main reason. The main reason is the fee that Shakur said that why would I pay 100 and first of all, I don't even know. Let me be clear. I don't know if it is the fee or whether it's he won the belt and the WBC made the choice for him and said, now that you won that belt, goodbye. I'm telling you, Shakur thinks it's because Terence. Man, I gotta stop talking so loud. I always say that, but it's so hard to do. Maybe if I speak into my cup. Yeah, if I speak into my cup, I gotta calm my voice down. So, man, let me tell you seriously, man. I think it's because Terence Crawford pissed these dudes off, and Terence Crawford was in the ring around the WBC. Terence Crawford fucked over Canelo Alvarez. So I think that it is, I think it's because of Bud. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I think it's payback for Bud. Say that's the passion for now. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got to stop fucking yelling, dog. I be yelling my ass off. I'm trying to stop. I always speak loud in public, man. This shit is crazy. Anyway, man. He said, you funny about speaking in the cup. I'm telling you, man, look, if I do this shit, it's impossible for me to yell because this motherfucker right here. I'll be yelling way over the top of the cup. Okay, so I think this is what it is, man. Say, hey, first, we come from loud homes. Yeah, man, my voice be on motherfucking 20. You know what I mean? My voice be on 20, dog. All right, so I had the cup in my face for a second, man, and I toned it down for a second. All right. So maybe if I can maintain this for a little while, I won't be yelling all the damn time. Anyway, let's get back to this shit. Because the fact of the matter is, damn, I 100% believe that the WBC, this is my personal opinion, right? Just off of paying attention to things, that they were like, fuck you, Shakur. They're like, fuck you, Shakur. Fuck you, Bud. Fuck you, Shakur. Fuck you, Bud Buddies. And if Clarissa Shields, you act sideways, we gonna strip your ass too. Okay? That's what we talking about. That's what they talking about. You fucked around with their money, nigga, in the last fight. Check these niggas for $400,000, $300,000 and retired. You know what I mean? Fucked up the whole unified belt. Can't get no Canelo money now because Canelo ain't got no championships. Not only did you fuck them over by not paying the fee, you retired, and these niggas can't even fuck around and get a goddamn Canelo Alvarez fight. You done fucked it up, okay? Because you niggas are so goddamn selfish. And you niggas popping off at the lips all the damn time. And that damn cartel said, look, dog, you better stop fucking around with me, playing with my money and pay these goddamn fees. That's what the fuck I think took place, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna stunt. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? Nah, dog. Look, bro, this nigga stuck. This dude's stuck. They stuck. You got to listen to what I'm saying. Trust me. Terence Crawford, who's a leader, and Andre Ward, who's a leader, who on their little rampage about, you know, these belts don't mean anything after they win all the belts and make all the money because they have the belts. Okay, let's be real. Without the belts, Andre, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Look, let me get back to this. Could have been Bud. Look, bro. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that, man. Let me set this shit up here. All right. Sorry about that. Thank you. What was the last thing that I said? What's up, Nicole Queen? Hey, what was the last thing that I said? For real, for real. What's up, Ajay? How you doing? How you doing, brother? What was the last thing that I said for real? I know that I'm back on now. I fucked that up. I got to keep that out of my hand. I got to keep that. Andre Ward. Oh, yeah. Andre Ward, let me tell you something. Yeah. Andre Ward winning belts, man. Like, look, bro. Andre, I fucks with you, bro. I really do. I fuck with Andre Ward. I fuck with Andre Ward heavy. However, I'm going to run a little experiment, bro. Okay? And we're going to look at it together. All right? We can look at this together. Man, I got to get my... Let's pull this up for a second. Let's do a little research, man. Let's do a little research on Andre Ward, bro. Andre Ward, 41 years old, February 23rd, 1984. What up, man? Like that birthday. On March 23rd, this man, February 23rd. All right, so let's see how many times Andre Ward fought for belts. There's 1, 2, 3. Oh, they took the WBA away? Oh my God. Look what these guys did. You fuck around with these niggas, bro. Andre Ward was the WBA champion, bro. They erased all the... Oh, no, there it is. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I got it now. I got it. Hold on. They got rid of that. But anyway, so 1, 2... God dang, why they motherfucking... Yeah, they only list 2 belts for this dude. They messed over this dude with his WBA, bro. That's crazy. Man, you can't even do it with that, bro. We got to go to images. Andre Ward belts. WBA super middleweight, WBC super middleweight, WBA, IBF, and WBO at 175. See, they erased all his championships. That's crazy out of BoxRec. That's nuts, bro. That's so nuts. So nuts that they got that shit that way. So nuts. So nuts. Anyway, see? Every fight that he fought from 2009 to 2015 was the WBA super title. So that was for what is that? That's 6 years. WBC champion from 2011 to 2013. And then from 2016 to 2017. So the pretty much 2019 to 2017, every fight that he had was promoted by him being a world champion, man. Ajay in the building. What's going on, bro? What's going on, brother? What's up, So Deep? What's going on, brother? How you feeling? Ajay in the building. Thank you, bro, for that support, man. Shout out to Kamal Oz. Appreciate y'all, dog. Thank you for knocking out that super chat. Yeah, I'm gonna get corny. Hey, can I get corny? I'm gonna get corny. Thank you for knocking out the super chat, bro. Thank you. So wait, deleting champions from a fight who don't fight no more? Yeah, they did. They took all of the WBA. They took all of the WBA off the website, bro. They took all the WBA off the website. Yes, thank y'all for knocking out. Woo! Thank you for knocking out the super chat. Hey, so wait, yeah. That's how they did them, man. Yeah, they did them like that. For sure. For sure they did them like that, dog. Hey, yo, what the hell is going on with the fact now that Keyshawn Davis is the mandatory? No, BoxRec decided to do it because BoxRec was in bed with Turki Al-Sheikh. BoxRec decided to do it because the WBA got in bed with Turki Al-Sheikh. And they just legitimized BoxRec legitimized and took all their championships off the record. Martin, I heard Devin caught a case. Man, let me tell you something. Of course somebody caught a case. Hell yeah. What hey, let me see. Let me AI it. Devin Haney, Team Brawl, charges. The 22. Let me share the screen. Oh, God, no. Hey, nigga, look. I'm a star, nigga. Look. Hey, y'all, I'm a fucking star, dog. Watch this shit. Hey, dog, I'm official, dog. I'm official. Let me get these super chats real quick. Hold on, man. I'm official. Hold on, man. Tell me it ain't so, nigga. You niggas is stuck. Hold on, man. They said had to refresh the super chat to make sure it works. Thank you, dog. I appreciate that, man. Oh, man, let me stop yelling again. Hey, man, I'm a star, bro. This is crazy. Hold on. It's dope. Look, dog. I'm a star, dog. Hold on. Somebody need to pay me $100 million. Fire all these other bums. Big Mel said just a little color. Thank you, bro. I need a little color. $2 hollers work. Fanon on TMZ. Nah, not quite. Look. Hell no, dog. But look, hey, dog, I'm feeling like a big timer. I feel like a big timer. Y'all see that? Let me make it big for y'all, man. Let me do it like that. Let's do it like that, baby. Y'all see what it says? Let me make that. All right, so it says in January 2026, member of Devin Haney's team, including his father Bill Haney, were involved in a violent backstage brawl with Deontay Tiger Johnson's camp at a New York City weigh-in. The incident featured punches and kicks prompted by MSG to threaten lifetime bans for those involved, with accusations of poor leadership directed at the Haney camp. The brawl occurred during fight week of Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson event, with high tensions leading to the physical confrontation in a hallway. Involvement. While Devin Haney was reportedly present, reports indicate his team, spearheaded by Bill Haney, was actively engaged in the altercation. Consequences. Madison Square Garden's officials threatened that anyone involved in the brawl could face lifetime bans from the venue. Background context. This follows previous legal issues for Devin Haney, specifically a 2023 gun charge that was later dropped. This YouTube video provides detailed discussions of the brawl and the leadership with Team Haney. Bing for non-international boxing. Assault. They vouched for me, nigga. Hey, dog, I got vouched for on a Google search. Thank you, man. Thank you to Google, bro. Thank you to Google for citing me. Thank you for Google for I feel so this is awesome, because that means somebody watched my shit and was like, this is a good video to attach to this. Good video. That is a vouch from Google. Thank you very much. Now I'm the baller. Now I feel like a baller. Thank you very much. You know why? Because you niggas didn't do no videos about that shit. Them niggas didn't do no videos about that shit. Yeah. Let's talk about something else, though, dog. Hey, dog, seriously, man. Can we talk about Deontay Wilder seriously crashing out, bro? Why y'all want to play with my man Deontay Wilder? I have no choice. I have no clue. Why y'all want to play with my man Deontay Wilder? I don't want to know. Yeah, that's what I said in the video. I was like, look, bro, this is poor leadership. It's poor leadership. That's poor leadership on the part of Bill Haney. Poor leadership. What up, man? Thank you, Lonzo Turner, man. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, all is well said. Niggas can stop acting like you crazy now, too. Oh, yeah, you know. Yeah, they should have been to stop that. But you know what it is. They got to act like I'm crazy, bro. These dudes aspire to be on the Epstein files, dog. You know what I mean? These dudes, those are the type of guys, those guys want to get into the Diddy party. And if they were rich white boys, they'd be wanting to get on Epstein's island. I ain't giving a shit about none of these low character Negroes. Okay? These Negroes are called low character. They are low character. Not Negroes are not all low character. There's some marvelously high character Negroes. I consider myself to be of a certain character of quality Negro. You Negroes, on the other hand, some of my brothers, y'all acting low quality like a mug, dog. Real shady, bro. Real shady. So, yeah, man, that was a lack of leadership on the part of Bill Haney. You got a bunch of cats around that you can't control. And they out there hurting Deontay Tiger Johnson. Yeah, they fact-checked that, bro. Isaiah, what up, man? Oh, man, Deontay. Man, let's talk about Deontay real quick. I'll play it for you. What's up, Isaiah? Isaiah Israel, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, dog. Bill May said, we made it up. I mean, you made it up, Martin. Ha, ha, ha. Nah, big, huge up, sir. Yeah, you know, I make everything up, bro. I just be making shit up. I know niggas that get caught, dudes that get caught lying all the time are constantly telling me I'm making shit up and then want to change the subject after what I said actually comes to fruition. Because it's coming to fruition like a champ. Y'all gonna get y'all hands up out that money. These dudes dropped Epstein files on y'all clowns. Bloop! All these dudes going down, dog. You got Bill Gates looking like Bill Gates got no world standing. Bill Clinton is going down. Your girl look like she going down. Hillary ain't going down. That's my girl. However, the rest of these dudes, man, they going down, dog. You know what I mean? They going down. They going down. Their wives is snitching them out. They're like, nah, we know what's going on, and this is what's going on, and they gonna Me Too movement you and everything, dog. Oh Lord, it's ugly out there in these streets, dog. Your Diddy parties got shut down. Bill out thinking he's a young Negro. Yeah, you know what it is, Fern. You know what it is. Thanks, Big Mel. I appreciate that support, bro. For real. Yeah, it is. It's crazy, bro. No, I know. Jay Mills. I know. I know. Oh, Jay-Z up in that motherfucker too. What to say about it? Let's do some research, dog. Let's do some research in this AI world. I might come up on some more AI searches. Let's see. Jay-Z involvement with Epstein files. I'm sorry, man. That's terrible spelling. Missed the number. AI mode. Thank you. Give me quickness. He's named in the final release of the documents. Source: he did not appear in Epstein's personal flight logs or records. Instead, he was found in an FBI crisis intake report from July 2019, which documented a tip called in by an anonymous member of the public. The allegation: the tipster, she woke up in 1994 in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter while Weinstein was assaulting her. Legal context: these files were released under the Epstein's Transparency Act, which mandates the public disclosure of all documents related to the received by the FBI during the investigations, including unverified tips. Lack of cooperation: the FBI intake reports are raw, unverified claims of the from the public and do not imply an official investigation or any proof of guilt. Broader release: these celebrities, including Pusha T, were mentioned in these raw FBI tip logs as well. All right, so somebody just called the FBI and said that he was there while Epstein was getting freaky deaky. Okay, you need to go to gmail.world. Okay, all right, gmail.world. Gmail.world. Oh, wow. What? Is this all his shit? What? What? Man, let me bookmark this bitch, bro. What? Oh, the internet, you gotta love this, dog. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on one second. All right, I got it locked down. That's crazy. You can just go through the Epstein files like that, huh? Man, look, let me tell you something, man. These guys are, the men that are doing this type of stuff, bro. Those are just the extent that they're selling out with each other. That's how these guys that's how these guys unified their little cabal, is by doing things like that in each other's presence. Because when you do like that in each other's presence, you always have something on the other guy. Once you have something on the other guy, all right, I got it on lock now, dog. I got it on lock, bro. Seriously, man, I got it on lock now. Let me. Oh, fuck. I wanted to do something real quick because I'm gonna fuck around with these. All right, cool. I got it. I'll do that later. Search boxing influencers. Hey! Hold on. Man, this is crazy. I'll do it later. He watched a lot of UFC fights. He's a fan of the UFC. He has UFC 102, UFC 104, 113. It seems like he's more of a UFC fan, bro. Man, they got that dude. We got the intel available to everybody now on y'all crooked asses. Wow. Yeah, Jay got away from Diddy. Look, man, I don't want to put anything on Jay-Z just because he's around Harvey Weinstein, bro. It doesn't matter, bro. And they could say it's assault and not be assault. The FBI tip could be like she was drunk, it was assault, just be snitching. Who knows? Those are people that are calling in tips to the FBI. You always got to be suspect to people that are calling in tips to the FBI. You know? Why? Because, they're calling in tips to the FBI. They were there. Why? If they're assaulting somebody, how the hell you know that he was there? Did you see him? What was you doing there? Why don't you call the cops? Anyway, people love Bill Clinton not knowing he was taking trips to Epstein Island. Everybody knew the man was popping them off in the White House, man. We kidding? He was everybody knew that Big Bill was getting down. Come on, man. There's been rumors a long time about Bill getting down. But anyway, man, I want to see about this boxing. What do y'all really think about? What do you think about my opinion that this is a vendetta against Terence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson and their little cabal that they got going on, bro? Man, that hurt. That hurt. Grand Regent Thrag said Jay didn't do nothing, man. It's distraction from who's really in those files. Yeah, I ain't worried about it, dog. Dog, Bill Gates is in that mug. Bill Gates is in that shit. Clinton is in that shit. Woody Allen is in that shit. Elon Musk is in that shit. Yeah, they're all in that shit. And the girls are on there saying that they didn't let black people on the island. So that shit ain't got nothing to do with black people. I'm just sitting there watching these little freaky deaky ass niggas that turn their nose up to people, thinking they're better than everybody because they got more money and everything. And now we know why you got so much money. Because you guys are creeps. You guys are creeps that are in a little cabal together that create a lot of havoc together and cut deals behind closed doors. And the reason you're in power is because you're willing to let people have dirt on you like that. Like, okay, yeah, I promise I'll never snitch on you. Why? Because I know you got dirt on me. So as long as I stay cool, that's your little bonding. That's your little bonding where you guys do that little dirty shit around each other and agree to keep that a secret so nobody will know. Nobody will know what we did, but we're bonded forever. It's called a fraternity. I know how that works. Okay. Anyway, you got that shit going on in boxing because it's connected to that for sure. They stripped him because he wasn't a part of that fight and it didn't make money off of it. No, that's not true. Poor boxing knowledge demonstrated by this contact, this comment. They stripped him because they wasn't a part of that fight. That's not true. They were part of that fight and didn't make money off of it. Yes, they do make money from the fight. They make money from Shakur Stevenson, who is their champion, who moved up to fight a WBO champion. Shakur, you are the WBC champion. You are. So you pay a sanctioning fee when you move up and you fight for another title. Yes, you do. Even though and because you want to, you know what you're doing? You have the ability then to move back down and fight again once you pay that fee, if they allow you to. If you decide to fight somebody in another weight class and you win, my understanding of the rules is that it is up to them to say whether or not you are going. If you accept that other belt, then you can't hold the 2 belts and boom, it's gone. But if they said, yeah, you pay a sanctioning fee, he don't want to pay the sanctioning fee, he loses his belt. Seems like simple business to me. I don't think it has anything to do with them not making money on that fight. They never promote fights. The WBC is not a boxing promoter. It's a boxing commission. So, no, no. I would say no to that comment. I would say, nah, I can't go with that. Seems like the whole Rizzo and Zeus situation is trying to squeeze the WBC and the WBA out. No, it seems like, no, it doesn't seem like that to me. It seems that Terence Crawford is cheap and didn't want to pay the sanctioning fee that he most likely had agreed to. Most likely had agreed to. And Shakur knows of $100,000 fee and he doesn't agree to the fee. But that doesn't say that it's not in the rule book. No, they're not trying to squeeze them. They could have very well said, I'll take some money. But no, that's just those guys. I don't think it has anything to do with Zufta. I do believe it could have something to do with Rehab to the extent that they're the ones that are paying the money. Exactly. So they know how the belts work. They cause a problem. They cause a problem, then play victim. Yeah, pretty much exactly. Paulie Malignaggi, though. All right, so let me listen to this. I want you guys to listen to something. I think my guy sent this to me. Hold on one second. Hold on. Hey, Jay Mills, man. Yeah, I know, bro. I know you didn't. I know you weren't saying that, man. What's up, man? Thank you, bro. Hold on one second, man. I'm trying to figure out where I got this, where I saw this at, man. Where's fucking Paulie with his asshole self? All right, listen to this, bro.
I wanted to move you on to Tyson Fury.
I don't want to talk about him.
No, you're going to.
We're here about.
No, but you're going to.
We're not going to talk about him. We're not going to talk about him at all. Understand that? That's it.
I understand that. You've called him a cheat, and it leads me.
The biggest in boxing.
That's like a little bit flaky. You lost those fights. Kind of disappointing to me.
You can say what you want. I know the truth. I have the facts.
Okay.
Understand that. I ain't never lied about none of this business. Why is it so hard to believe a black man than a white man?
It's got nothing to do with color.
No, yes. This whole world got something to do with race. Come on, you got white privilege, brother.
Oh, don't start.
I ain't never had that.
Don't start.
I'm a black man with dark skin. Ain't nothing ever been given to me. We done been through so much out of what we go through as black people, man.
I got it.
None of y'all get it. And that's the problem. You think you get what you don't understand.
Okay.
Why is it so hard? I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Talking about my people and all that shit. It's hard to believe a black man than a white man. The cheated. Tell him to sue me so I can show the facts early. And the inside of him, they're gonna know. I don't about that. I said we didn't want to bring him up in the first place. It ain't got shit to do with him.
Fair enough.
The you talking about?
I wanted to move you on to Tyson Fury.
Hey, bro. Hey, man. Deontay wasn't trying to hear that shit. I will tell you, though, fuck what you talking about. That nigga did cheat. Yes, he did. He got turned up. Yeah, he did good for him, too. Bomb squad. Bomb squad for life, baby. Bomb squad for life, bro. Hell yeah, he told that dude, like, look, man, let's be real, bro. You don't got to take, just because y'all cheat, that's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. That's what y'all do, bro. That's what y'all do, bro. That's what y'all do. That is what y'all do. I wonder if I could get to see this, man. Man, sometimes I wish. Not notifications. How you just get to Twitter, bro? There will be a response from Paramount Net Communications Department. Dope. Floyd out here accusing these niggas of stealing their money, bro. You better make sure he making enemies of some Negroes, man. Man, I really wish I could find this shit, man. Yeah, I lost it. Anyway, it is what it is. I'll start getting be better about downloading this stuff. Anyway, man, Wilder standing on business, absolutely, because Tyson Fury did cheat that man. That's what it looked like to me. Tyson Fury is a cheater. That's what it looks like to me, absolutely. And Deontay Wilder doesn't have to sit on some bullshit cheaters ethic. You know, cheaters ethic. Oh, you got cheated fair and square. You ridiculed Gervonta. You ridiculed this man saying he was cheated in a sport that's rife for cheating. When you know damn well Tyson Fury's got caught for cheating. Man, Fury, exactly. Fury, the man cheats in sparring. Man's accused of cheating in sparring. I wonder if I have this, man. Let me see something. I did a video, man. I might republish that video, bro. I might get the whole thing. It was crazy, bro. They got him in the long count, and then that dude's gloves were look, man, it was fucking crazy what happened to that dude in the second fight. And in the third fight, bro, you know, damage done from the second fight in the first fight. Yeah, exactly. Who cheats in sparring? Somebody that is preparing to cheat in a fight. That's why. That's what. You got to make sure the guy isn't able to see you cheating. Man, look, bro, we don't need to get into the fact that some of these dudes are cheaters, man. Tyson Fury ain't the only cheater, and he's probably not the worst cheater. I suspect somebody is just as bad a cheater as Tyson Fury is. And you don't want to hear his name. You don't want to know who I think is just as big a cheater as Tyson Fury, probably a bigger cheater than Tyson Fury, and y'all don't want to say his name at all. No, you don't. Only there is somebody that I think is a bigger cheater than Tyson Fury, or as close to bigger cheater as Tyson Fury. You know, Bug got the Tucson said Bug got those magic gloves. He got the magic gloves for sure. That man, my God, man. Come on now. Come on now. What's his name? Nah, that's all right. I'm not going to say it. You guys going to have to figure it out for yourself. All I'm saying is, Lord have mercy. Come on, man. How many things got to look funny on the same guy, bro? How much shit got to look funny on almost all levels? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. We ain't trying to hear it, no. But I ain't got to say shit about it no more. I ain't got to say, because one of the biggest cheaters in boxing is nowhere around anymore. Mm-hmm. You know. Oh, man. Come on, man. Even his boys say, you will cheat now. You will cheat. You will cheat now. You will cheat. Ah, man. Nah, I ain't got it. Oh, my God, man. Come on, man. I hate that. Oh, it might have it.
Heat Chronicles is a segment that was taken from the documentary titled Horrible Influences. Watch the full documentary exclusively on the Exodus Files channel.
Is this some kind of a joke? I've been involved in the business of boxing too long to sit up here and listen to this nonsense. See, y'all pour dumb shit like this, thinking everybody in boxing is stupid, then y'all get mad and throw a fit when you get criticized. Same thing as the Haneys. And every time we get on Bill Haney's ass, y'all try to let Devin Haney off the hook because he has a soft face and he just seems so innocent when he does an interview. Y'all need to stop because I keep telling y'all it's both their asses. And now Crawford working out of their playbook. It's the way you selling it. Like boxing fans are stupid. Now I'm really about to deep fry you because just thinking about it pissed me off. You already got a lot on your plate. Everybody already on your ass about being aligned with Victor Conte, one of the most notorious drug cheats in the history of professional sports, not just boxing. Then you got people close to you telling you with heavy conviction on camera that you will cheat.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, you good pretty much in anything you do. I will give you that. But you will cheat. You will cheat. Hey.
Hey, it wasn't me. I didn't say it. It ain't me, nigga. Don't send no bullshit paperwork to my house, homie. I didn't say it, dog. I didn't say it. I knew I had that footage, dog. I knew I had that footage, dog. I knew I had that footage. Exodus, shout out to Exodus Files, nigga. I knew I had that footage somewhere. I'm like, man, I know I can get this, dog. I don't get Hell no, that wasn't me in disguise, man. Hell no. I didn't do that video, dog. It's a great video. I didn't do it. Hey, man. Man, seriously, bro.
Everybody keeps saying I'm cheating for no reason. You will cheat. I don't care if it's ping pong. He gonna
Right, like how I'm
if
cheating.
it's ping pong, he want the advantage in the power.
And in addition to that,
He said if it's ping pong, you want the advantage in the paddles. Dog, my brother beat the shit out of Terence Crawford in some motherfucking ping pong, dog. That nigga can't play no ping pong. You know that nigga got to cheat. Dog, that is hilarious. That nigga said, he said, if you play ping pong, you want an advantage in the paddles.
You will cheat.
Hey, look, everybody keeps saying I'm cheating for no reason.
You will cheat. I don't care if it's ping pong. He gonna
Right, like how I'm
if
cheating.
it's ping pong, he want the advantage in the power.
and in addition to that, you already been having suspicions about your gloves malfunctioning. When you fought Avanesyan, your gloves literally
These niggas sent a piece of paper in my house because of this shit. As if I could not prove and show you a picture right here of that glove, of that glove blowing up, bro. Man, that's crazy, dog. Hold on, man. So anyway, without stealing too much of their content, let me assure you, bro. Woo! I ain't trying to hear y'all niggas. Y'all niggas is cheaters, okay? That's what it seems like to me. That's what you've been accused of. Victor Conte is a cheater. You know, he's passed away now, so he's gone. You know what I mean? That is what it says it is, dog. That is a glove looking like
malfunctioned. They exploded and had holes and rips in them.
I didn't want to say anything, but the glove bust on the other side.
Oh, wow.
Wow, yeah, you can see the padding.
Hey, dog. Antonio Tarver is saying that the gloves busted on the other side, and this nigga tried to send me some bogus paperwork saying his gloves busted was defamation, bro. It's right there. All I had to do, and I didn't even waste my time doing, is send a videotape of this audio right here where it says exactly what it said. Oh my God, you guys are so terrible, bro. Big Dog Willie said, Vicky the Con looking up, Vicky the Con looking up now. Look up like exactly. Man, look. Come on now. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Coming out.
Nobody even touched the gloves to inspect them or anything. They literally looked at the gloves from outside of the ring.
That is strange.
Both the Crawford's gloves or both guys' gloves?
That's Crawford's glove.
Then you knock Avenetian out with the busted gloves. And here's the crazy part, and where it gets even more suspicious. It was stated by Avenetian's camp that those gloves that you fought with that night did not appear to be the same gloves that were presented at the fighter meeting before the fight. So they're saying that you brought one pair of gloves to the fighter meeting, and then you brought a different pair of gloves into the fight. And if that's true, it is terribly suspect. But fair play, you were in your hometown in Omaha, so that all flew completely under the radar, but that was very strange.
Big Mill said $2 for your defamation case. Thank you, brother. Anyway, I don't want to hear no shit when you niggas is out here talking about I was going to get sued for defamation.
Especially if it's true that you brought different gloves into the fight than you presented at the fighter meeting. So you already have that, but you also have the Earl Spence situation. People are very, very suspicious of your performance versus Earl Spence, a man that's been in many wars and never been stopped and never even been dropped. But watch this. The man never even had severe facial damage, even in a 12-round war. All of a sudden, he gets in the ring with you, and he can't even tolerate a jab from you. Man getting knocked over by a jab. I mean, it seemed like every single punch was throwing off his equilibrium and buckling his knees. Every punch. He's been in 12-round wars and never had a lot of facial damage, but then when he faces you, all of a sudden his face is more swollen and damaged than ever, literally after just 3 rounds. 3 rounds, his face is swollen up and bleeding and just looks worse than it's ever looked. After just 3 rounds, we're talking about an entire career worth of facial damage compared to just 3 rounds. And his face looks worse after just 3 rounds with you. I mean, hell, Derrick James was squeezing the hell out of your glove after the fight. It looked like he was trying to see what the hell was going on with your gloves. And I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't sit up here and lie and pretend or kiss ass for nobody. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not saying you cheated, but they say
You will cheat. You will cheat. You will cheat.
You know, I can't say if you cheated, but you know, rumor has it is that
You will cheat. You will cheat.
and if you listen and it sounds like he meant that shit, I'm not even going to hold you. So, you know, we honestly don't know if you cheated, but I'm not going to lie. That shit looks strange to me.
I'm telling you, though, man, that shit looks strange. So anyway, bro, as you guys grow, as you guys continue to go and grow and, you know, and you start dominating people and things, just fighters, not only are you beating fighters, but the fighter that you're fighting just don't look right. Anyway, don't tell me about niggas not cheating, okay? I ain't say Terence Crawford cheat. I don't know. You know what I mean? I say you will cheat. That shit is, that's what that man said. So, yeah, man. Him and Tyson Fury. And what did he say? What did Mike Tyson, let's go back and go over what my guy said again. I don't know if that's true. Man, I get a lot of slack for the fact that where's it at again? Right here.
I wanted to move you on to Tyson Fury.
I don't want to talk about him.
No, but you're going to.
We're here about
No, but you're going to.
we're not going to talk about him. We're not going to talk about him at all. Understand that? That's it.
I understand that. You've called him a cheat. And it leads me
The biggest in boxing.
That's like a little bit flaky. You lost those fights. Kind of disappointing to me
You can say
about
what you
because
want. I know the truth. I have the facts.
okay.
Understand that. I ain't never lied about nothing in this business. Why is it so hard to believe a black man in a white man?
It's got nothing to do with color.
No, yes. This whole world got something to do with race. Come on, you got white privilege, brother.
Oh, don't start.
I ain't never had that.
Don't start.
I'm a black man with dark skin. Ain't nothing ever been given to me. We done been through so much
Okay.
out of what we go through as black people, man.
I got it. Hey,
None of y'all get it. And
it.
that's the problem. You think you get what you don't understand.
Okay.
Why is it so hard? I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Talking about my people and all that shit. It's hard to believe a black man and a white man. The cheated. Tell him to sue me so I can show the facts early. And the inside of him, I don't about that. I said we didn't want to bring him up in the first place. It ain't got shit to do with him.
Fair enough.
The you talking about?
I wanted to move you on. To Tyson Fury.
Yeah, dog. That shit is hilarious. Oh no, man! Rest in peace, James Ingram, man. Wow, James Ingram passed, man. Oh no! I remember he passed in 2019. Yeah, he passed a while ago, man. Molly Kieran. Anyway, Wilder isn't good, but Fury is worse. Look, man, Wilder's a terrific fighter. That has nothing to do with whether or not Tyson Fury cheated, because Tyson Fury can hurt you in a ring, and Tyson Fury's not taking a chance of losing a fight. That's why these guys cheat, because they're so competitive. They don't care anything about anything other than winning, so they'll do whatever they have to do to win. Anything that they have to do to win, because that's what they get rewarded for, and it's their job, and they're not taking chances with their job, so they're going to take any and every advantage they can possibly take, because these guys got to earn their money in that boxing ring. They don't want to lose in front of millions and millions of people. They don't want to lose with millions of. You got to write a complete Savage Mind 23. You have to write complete sentences so that I understand what you say in one note. He said Nazim Richardson called that Antonio Margarito for his hand wraps. Yeah, people cheat all the time. They do. They do. And when you get to be high profile and you fight on television, people can start seeing that shit because everything is on camera. And the situation with Bud was with David Avenetian was a terrible situation. Honestly, man, I had not recalled that people had suggested that the gloves that were presented at the fighter meeting are not the same gloves that he fought in, where they just switched gloves. Both of his gloves busted in the locker room, and he went out there and his gloves busted in the ring. That doesn't look like a new pair of gloves. They had Everlast immediately wrote a note and said, no, this came from defective gloves. Defective. It's from a defective batch. If it's from a defective batch, so you know that all that shit didn't even make sense. The note that fucking Everlast did to try to make an excuse for it. That shit just seemed like an Everlast representative put some shit and said, okay, we'll take it. It's our fault. Man, nah, man. You wanted them niggas to win in Everlast gloves, and you gave these niggas some identical looking gloves, maybe. It made sure one pair looked like the other. Is that what y'all did? I don't know. Because that's what that particular documentary said. There's plenty of cheating in boxing, and you really can't put it past anybody. You know what I mean? Brother, you're not even black talking about this fool. This fool, bro. Can you please keep your racist? Can you keep your racism and take that somewhere else, please? If you would not mind. Okay? This fool. Bro, you're just a racist. You're just a racist. Racist white boy. Somebody trying to... Dude, I don't even speak like that. So why are you trying to act like that, man? Just beat it, guy. Okay? Beat it. I didn't say it. That guy said it. And honestly, I was just, going off that. But let's talk about something else, if you won't mind. Gervonta Davis was accused by Paulie Malignaggi of, hey, where does anybody have the, does anybody have the footage? Or if you do, you can Instagram it to me. Where, let me see, can you search? One thing I do not like about, hold on. Listen to this.
In the Diamond District in New York, the Gervonta Davis was even stuff that didn't make headlines. I know people in the Diamond District in New York that the Gervonta Davis was taking jewelry on what is it called on consignment and not paying back. They had to send, and they sent me the video. These people sent me the video that never went public. The guy, what is it called when you bring the paperwork that you owe money? What is it called when you're getting sued? What is it called? What is that word called? You're getting served. They served him at the Ryan Garcia weigh-in. The guy has to record it. They sent me the video. It didn't make it public. So this guy's been doing stuff both publicly and off the record.
Doing stuff what? He said getting something on consignment.
Stuff that didn't make the Diamond District in New York.
He's getting something on consignment.
Taking jewelry on what is it called on consignment and not paying back. They had to send, and they sent me the video. These people sent me the video. Never went public.
Oh my God. Oh my God. A jeweler. Oh my God. Oh my God. A jeweler. He took this stuff on consignment. He bought it on consignment. Let me tell you what those jewelers do. They put that shit on people's necks so that they can go and get the money later on because they want them to be commercials. Oh my God, he bought it on consignment. What's that, consignment? And he didn't pay him back. He's been doing stuff. He said he was capped. I was at the fight, went to the fight for my birthday, April 10th. I mean, it is just, I'm telling you, his tone is as if he robbed the place. He didn't just take stuff out of there. He said, what, do you take it on consignment? No, he didn't take it out of there. What do you mean he took it out of there? What do you mean he took it out of there, Paulie? What is take it out? He took it out. He took it out of there on consignment. Took it out of there like he robbed the place, bro. Man, they gave him that shit. He didn't take it out of there. They gave it to him. He said, okay, I'll pay it. He'll pay this amount. And then they want to say, you don't even know whether or not what they said was written on the paper, what was actually what he charged. But it's dead now. You act like he robbed somebody, man. Like, dumb, that's crazy. That's like taking out a car loan and not paying out your car loan. He's been doing stuff. He took out a car loan and he missed payments on his car loan. Terrible, bro. Paulie is just, man, Paulie. And then Paulie was mad about him getting fired. Let me tell you something, man. Everybody gets fired for saying stupid racist shit when you're a public figure on a network that has a lot of black customers, Paulie, and you piss them off, bro. Absolutely ridiculous, bro. Oh my God, man. That shit was hilarious. Paulie's a beyond the clown from my personal take. Paulie's a beyond the clown, bro. What's up, Big Dog Willie? Bronner really messed up Paulie's life. Yeah, man. It's like, dog, that you listen to how he describes it. It's like the dude got arrested. It's like Gervonta Davis got arrested. He broke in and stole something. Like what do you call it? You took it out of there on consignment. All you got to hear is how he described that. He took it out of there on consignment. This doesn't even make headlines, bro. Watch this. That didn't even make headlines. Then he got served. Let me see. Let's test Paulie and see whether or not it made headlines. It's right there. Actually, wasn't even sued. Hold on. Anyway, you get the point. I already saw it.
It even felt strange. I mean, we were sitting up there looking at the TV just perplexed.
What? 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 I told you, man. Hell yeah. Man, fuck them motherfuckers, man. Fuck them. They mad. They mad. They mad.
And I'm not even going to get into the other questions and concerns.
Bro. What's he holding?
Willing.
Fuck them. They mad. They mad.
And I'm not even going to get into the other questions and concerns people have raised. You know what it is. So you already got all of that. And with all that, you done let this man talk you into a lose-lose situation, because let's say if you do mess around and stop Canelo, then everybody going to be on your ass about Victor Conte and the many other suspicions circulating. But that's what happens when you align yourself with individuals that have bad reputations. That's on you. So you got all of that going on. Then you want to pull this under the guidance of Bill Haney.
Share.
I shared it. Man, let me tell you, bro, that shit is very powerful, bro. That is very powerful, bro. That was a very... Yes, exactly. He said, exactly. When you do fuck around and beat him, people gonna be like, look what happened. Bro, I said that nigga look like a girl, man. Come on, man. That nigga look huge. Huge training for Canelo Alvarez. So anyway, man, all y'all some funny ass business, man. It's funny ass business. You got Shakur in the corner yelling, I'm stronger than T.O. I'm stronger than T.O. Yeah, you're going to be stronger than T.O. Big Dog Willie said, this is sad. How much can this guy hate on people? What are you talking? Who? You talking about me? Who? What are you talking about? Me? How much can I hate on people? What are you talking about, Big Dog? Oh, Big Dog Willie. Con Goat, the winning team. Fanon, Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia fight in April 23rd. There's no evidence that Gervonta Davis was served legal papers at the weigh-in. Yeah, but Paulie said so. So, that makes it true, bro. You know what I'm saying? Paulie said it, so that makes it true. Paulie, I got emails. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, let me delete that, bro. Anyway, what's that, Big Dog Willie? What do you talk? Oh, the guy in the video? Hey, man, he's hating his ass off, ain't he? He hated his ass off on that one. Like, as in you can't even really get past that, man. But let's get back to this, man. I want to get back to this. So, dog, that right there is the connection between Terence Crawford then moves up to win the WBC title at 168 pounds, and he does not defend it in the titles, and all of that shit broke up. I really do think that the reason that Shakur Stevenson got stripped of that title is, I bet it's 90% Terence Crawford. 90% Terence Crawford. Yeah, it was, man. It's 90% what they think about Terence Crawford. Because Terence Crawford did a lot of people dirty, bro, with that Canelo fight, man. Did a lot of people dirty with that Canelo fight. And I don't think these guys are going to ever let Shakur Stevenson get in that position again. Like how Shakur Stevenson is trying to act like he don't want to fight Gervonta. I'm not, Gervonta, he's definitely going to want to fight Gervonta, especially if Gervonta has to sit down for 6 months. Some shit like that, and he doesn't, and it takes him a while to get back in the ring. Gervonta gets over 30 years old. That's how those guys think. These guys are thinking and manufacturing and doing their own matchmaking now. And they're doing some over-the-top ass matchmaking, dog. I'm serious, man. That's some suspect ass shit behind the scenes as far as Terence Crawford's rise in weight went. But The absolute concrete problem, without a doubt, the problem is the fact that he broke up those belts at 168 pounds, and there is now no undisputed champion at 168 pounds because the WB, he wouldn't pay the sanctioning fee. He wouldn't pay the sanction fee that they said that they told him about ahead of time. And I'm sorry, I don't believe the WBC just randomly decided not to tell you what the fee was going to be. You know what I mean? Canelo Alvarez paid a fee when he moved up to fight to challenge Dimitri Bivol and fought with the WBC belt, but then he fought for another belt at 175 pounds. It was not the WBC belt. Canelo Alvarez paid a sanctioning fee for that fight. No, man, and let me tell you something. I don't get behind this stuff. Let me tell you what one argument that I do not accept. I don't accept that they're doing it because they don't know what the purpose of the fee is. I don't believe that. I believe they know full well what the purpose of the fee is. They just use that as a convenient excuse when they want to renegotiate it, and the renegotiation ends with the guy saying, "No, I'm not dealing with you like that." You know what I mean? When they say, "No, I'm not dealing with you like that," and they just say, they cut off and they say, "Give me my belt back." Because again, Terence Crawford is already on record, and I told you about that. When Terence Crawford delayed and did all that stuff with Errol Spence Jr., when he wound up skipping out and fighting for the WBA belt, fighting and defending only his WBO belt against David Avanesian, instead of doing what everybody thought he was supposed to be doing, which was having a unification with Errol, all the sanctioning bodies held up paydays for themselves in order to get Terence Crawford, in order for Terence Crawford to have that fight. But when Terence jumped out and only fought for the WBO, he held all three of those belts out, and all the sanctioning bodies and the fighter themselves and the fighters behind them, they delayed all kind of time and made these guys wait. They made Virgil Ortiz wait. Virgil Ortiz was there at the time. You had Jaron Ennis there was at the time. You had all kind of fighters there. Stanionis was there and was a mandatory for a title at the time. And they were all waiting for that fight. And then Terence just bailed on it and went somewhere else, including bailed on the WBC. So, bro, and if they were saying, "Oh, we don't believe in the belts," then they should just drop the belts themselves. But they're not dropping the belts themselves. They're having the belts stripped from them when they're not paying fees for fights they already had. So that argument that you're doing it because you got an issue with the belts, that falls bullshit. Where does the money go? The money goes to the WBC. The money goes to the WBC for the operations of the WBC. I know full well where the money goes. The money goes to the WBC for the operations of the WBC. But that's an irrelevant question, because the question is what do they get for the money that they paid the WBC? That's the question. The question is not what do they do with the money. That's none of your fucking business at the end of the day. The question is, what did Shakur Stevenson get out of having the belt? Let me not yell so you understand, so I explain to you the difference between those two questions, because it's a very big difference. Where the money goes, where the WBC spends their money is none of the business of Shakur Stevenson. It's not. The only interest that Shakur Stevenson has is what does Shakur get out of the belt? What benefit does Shakur get out of this belt? Let me tell you what Shakur got. Shakur got to call himself the WBC champion. And he got to market himself as a WBC champion in a fight against Teofimo Lopez in which he earned $3 million. If he was not a champion for the WBC, he would not have been saying that he was the WBC champion when he walked into the ring and said, "I am the WBC champion." He got to carry that belt and say, "I am the best guy at 135. Why? Because he was the WBC champion at 135 pounds. That's the benefit that he got. He wouldn't have gotten that fight if he was not the WBC champion. He would have never gotten the WBC belt in other fights if he was not a unified champion for the WBO and WBC at 135. At 130. Shakur got the benefit of the bargain by being able to sell himself as a champion. That is called, let me help you guys, consideration. He was given consideration. Just because you don't know where they spent their money doesn't mean that you don't have to pay for the benefit that you got, especially if you agreed to it. Okay? That's how contracts work. You signed a contract. You have an agreement with the WBC that states these rules. But you, when it's convenient for you or your negotiation goes wrong, you want to act like you don't understand. When it's beneficial for you, but you understood. You know that you fought and held belts before. Come on, man. Well, why would I pay $100,000 for because you used their name to market that fight, Shakur? That's why. Because you use their name and their belt, and I can put up all kind of pictures of Shakur Stevenson with a WBC belt around him. All kind of pictures that you use to publicize yourself as a 2-time world champion, as a 3-time, 4-time world champion, and a former unified champion. Those both include WBC belts. You are only a WBC champion at 135, and you call yourself, and you are a 4-division champion. That's because you're a champion of the WBC. So yes, you got a benefit of the bargain for the money. Yes, you did. That's why you know you have to pay it. But for you guys to try to ask that silly question about where does the money go? Yes, everybody knows where it goes, Vincent Purple Heart. It goes into the bank account of the WBC so that they can stay in operations because they have salaries, people to pay, initiatives to run. They are a sanctioning organization that has people that work for them. And they have processes and procedures that cost money. Like any other business. Do you walk into a McDonald's and get a hamburger and say, hold on, man, where are you spending your money, McDonald's? I don't want to. Why would I pay $5? Why would I pay $5 for this hamburger if I don't know where this money is going to? Dog, that's a Terence Crawford line. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Just because it sounds cute when you say it and you're trying to make somebody think of a problem because you asked a question doesn't mean the answer is not there. It's very clear where their money goes and what Shakur gets out of the deal. Shakur got the benefit of the bargain already because he got the fight with Tio at 140 because he was a WBC world champion. Shakur Stevenson, the only reason Devin Haney can say that he's a former undisputed champion is because he had a WBC belt. That means you got higher money for the fights that you made. If you were not a champion, Shakur, you would not have gotten as much money for that fight as you would have gotten being a champion. You would not have gotten a significant amount of money if you weren't a champion fighting another champion. Just like Teofimo, if he wasn't the WBO champion, wouldn't have got a big money fight with you. Don't act stupid. Don't do that to these guys. You know what benefit you got out of it. You just think you got a convenient excuse not to pay people their money. That's not anything new. All you coming up with is an excuse not to pay people their money. Money, if you didn't want to pay it, you should have dropped the belt and then had Teofimo Lopez fight you right away. But guess what? The WBO might have said no because you weren't in their rankings if you dropped the belt. Stop acting like you don't get anything out of the belts. That's bullshit. Don't act like you don't get something out of the belts when you go and you get inducted into the Hall of Fame because you held world championships by sanctioning organizations. You're going to want to be a WBC champion when it's time to get in the Hall of Fame. Come on, man. Question, what does Walmart do with their money? In fact, if anybody wants to know what the WBC does with their money, you should send them a report of what you did with your money. Dog, all I'm saying, Big Mill, is that is a distraction from the point. That is a distraction from the point. The point is, what do you get out of that belt? That's what the Ring magazine says they're giving you. You get to be with the #1 belt, the only belt that matters, because they're trying to compete against the WBC, but not have any costs associated with what they're doing. Also, not have any responsibilities, dog, because you can't sue nobody over a ring belt because they didn't do anything with you. You don't have a contract with these guys other than they pay you a couple bucks to put Ring magazine on your jersey. You don't pay any money to them, so you don't have any recourse if they don't treat you right either. Going with imagine. They're trying to convince you guys to go with imaginary rankings. You can't even sue Ring magazine for that bullshit because it's an award. They got you guys coming and going. And you know full well they're about to move you into that system over there with TKO when they change and pass that Muhammad Ali Revival Act. You crooks. Bro, look, you can say what you want. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you, you know full well that you get a benefit of the bargain out of those sanctioning body belts. Stop lying and acting like you don't. Because you say you're the #1 guy in the division at 135 as soon as you got your hands on the 135-pound WBC belt. If you didn't have that belt, you could not have claimed that you were the best guy in that division and then move up to fight the guy that claims he's the #1 guy in the division because he has the WBO belt. If Ring magazine stops ranking fighters that are by promoters, they are going to wind up being in violation of the Muhammad Ali Act by trying to skirt them and be fucking promoters without even acting as promoters. And trust me, the FBI will raid Ring magazine just the same way they raid anybody else. Cutie pies. Don't get up here. Don't get caught up in your criminality, homie. You're not a promoter. You're not a sanctioning body. If you're acting, you're not even a unified boxing organization, Ring. You guys are getting in the way of people's business, man. Jeep Red Boy in the building, man. If you do it, then how is it that the YouTubers are coming in making millions without having a belt? Dog, the YouTubers are not using the WBC for their benefit. If Shakur Stevenson can come out in the amateurs and turn pro up by himself, let him do it. But he wasn't able to do that because he's a professional boxing. The amateurs they're not professional boxers. So they can immediately get up there and have a fight with another influencer. Yes, they can. Unfortunately for what the guys that we're talking about, they're actually boxers with actual boxing matches, and they have to be sanctioned. You know why? Because these guys will kill you in a boxing ring. And guess what? I'm also not talking about what could have been. Well, he could have made the money if he was a YouTuber. Okay, he could have, but he didn't. He could have, but he didn't. All right? He could have, but he didn't. Right? He could have, but he didn't. He could have, but he didn't. He got big by coming through the U.S. amateur system and then turning professional in the United States under the rules of the sanctioning bodies that are allowed to operate in the United States. Specifically the WBO that gave him a championship fight after somewhere around, I don't know, early teen number of fights. Shakur had a shot that was given to him by the WBO. So you could say, well, fighters could make money by going and not having, but that's not what actually happened. So what we're talking about here is what actual benefit that Shakur actually got from the actual sanctioning bodies, not some hypothetical question in which hypothetically they could not have something to do with it. We're going to actually talk about the facts themselves. Thank you very much. No, he owed the guys the money because he was the WBC champion. He sold himself the entire time up until he got in the ring as the WBC champion. He can't then walk away and say he doesn't own them anything because he doesn't like or know where they're going to spend their money. Because they don't get to charge you based off what you're going to do with your money. No, you didn't get paid based off what you were going to do with your money. You get paid off the benefit that you provide the promoters, which is selling tickets, fighting in the ring. That's why you get paid, because you fought in the ring, not because of what you're going to do with your money. Okay? So you don't get to use as a way to block paying somebody whose money you owe because you use their name to promote your fight. You don't get to then say, I shouldn't pay it because I don't know what you're doing with your money. That is a ridiculous argument on its face. You guys sound smart when you say it, but then when you take a couple seconds and you think about how the world works, you realize, damn, it doesn't even work like that. Damn, why do I have to pay him? I know damn well why I have to pay him, because I call myself a WBC champion. You notice that Terence Crawford doesn't have any problem paying the WBO. You see that Shakur Stevenson never had a problem paying the WBO. The only reason he didn't pay the WBO when he fought for the 135-pound belt is because he got stripped. Right? Because he missed weight. Right? He was also the WBC champion, but the WBC gave him an immediate shot. Not an immediate shot, a shot very quickly for that WBC champion. I don't know if they got it immediately or what. Let me see. Was it immediate? It was almost immediate. So no, man, don't come with that stuff, man. That's a bad argument, bro. That's a bad argument, bro. And actually in your contracts, when you're with a promoter, you actually start earning more money when you win a championship belt. There are people that actually get raises from Top Rank because he got a sanctioned and body belt. He knows what the benefit of the sanctioned and body belts are. You just want to know what they're doing with their money, so you have an excuse to negotiate the price down. You can say, well, what are you using your money for? Then you can say, well, I don't like what he's using the money. That's not worth that. Let me charge you less. Nah, bro. It's not your negotiation ploys are not our problem. Deborah Booker in the building. Thank you so much, bro. They said the fee is too high. Yeah, that's their opinion. That's their opinion. You still got the benefit of the bargain, bro. You should have said that you didn't want to fight for the belt before you fought for it. Once you fought for it, bro, you got the benefit of the bargain. You can't go back and try to renegotiate, bro. Dog, beat it, bro. Name them. Name the professional fighters making millions of dollars without a belt. Name it. Name the fighter. Name the fighters. Name them. Proper balance. Name the fighter. Name the fighter of a fighter making millions of dollars that has never won a belt. Proper balance. You can't tell me one. Unless they're a rookie. Name one that is not in the sanctioning bodies. Named an unranked fighter making millions of dollars. Because you make millions of dollars even if you're not a champion, but the fights are still sanctioned and you still pay a sanctioning fee. Thank you very much. You still got to pay the sanction. Ryan Garcia, that's one. No, Ryan Garcia fought for a championship belt. Ryan Garcia paid sanctioning fees. Nope. Ryan Garcia made sanctioning fees. He was in the rankings. He was the WBC interim champion, and he paid sanctioning fees. He fought Gervonta Davis. He paid sanctioning fees. He fought Oscar Duarte and had a secondary belt, paid sanctioning fees. He paid sanctioning fees for the fight. He had to pay sanctioning fees for the fight with Devin Haney when he was supposed to be fighting for the WBC 140-pound belt. He paid sanctioning fees, and he just paid sanctioning fees against Rolly Romero. And he's paying sanctioning fees in this fight coming up with Mario Barrios. He's paid sanctioning fees in all those instances. Devin Haney has paid sanctioning fees as long as you ever won a champion. There's not any of these guys that started making money like that are not paying sanctioning fees. Richardson Hitchinson's paying sanctioning fees. Gary Antoine Russell pays sanctioning fees. Puello pays sanctioning fees. Come on, man. Beterbiev pays, Bivol pays. These guys all pay sanctioning fees. They pay sanctioning fees so they can be sanctioned as fighters. You have to be sanctioned by a professional boxing organization in order to be considered sanctioning. Dog, get on here and debate me, you fucking idiot. Man, let me tell you something. You're a troll, and I've known you're a troll. You're uneducated on this matter. Name one. Name 5 fighters that are not ranked, professional fighters making millions of dollars that are not ranked in a sanctioning body. Derek Chisora has never been a champion. That does not mean he does not pay sanctioning fees. He does. Name somebody that ain't paying sanctioning bond. Name them. Name them. Name them. Name the guy. Name the $1 million fighters that didn't pay sanctioning fees. As a challenger, a prospect, name them. You know why you're not going to be able to do that? Because it's the law in the United States, bro. You have to have a sanctioning body for a professional boxing match. It's called the law. What are you talking about? It's the law. You have to have your fight sanctioned. Sanction it. No, Conor Ben pays sanctioning fees to the WBC because he had a secondary title for the WBC. He also has to pay sanctioning fees in the UK because with the British Boxing Board of Control. He had to pay fees with the British Boxing Board of Control. Absolutely. The British Boxing Board of Control. Isn't that the sanctioning body out there? The British Boxing Board of Control? Aren't they the ones that have to pay this? You pay sanction fees to the British Boxing Board of Control? Bro, use your Google, bro. Use your Google and answer the fucking question, dumbass. The answer is nobody, stupid, because it's illegal. Let me tell you. Yeah, I got 425 pounds. I got 425 people in here and my channel fell off. Bro, you can't name me 5. You can't name me 15 dudes got more followers than me, bro. Fuck up out of here, bro. That are on the channel right now. I fell off. I got that. I fell off of what? I'm going to tell you what I fell off of, nigga. I fell off your mother's bed. That's what the fuck I fell off of. Bro, you guys are going to get banned now. I'm sorry. I was too nice. I was too nice to you guys. I'm sorry. I'm too nice to you guys. And you're just a bots, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was too nice. I got to throw you guys out. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that to the people that are acting like they got sense. Yeah, my channel, you're listening to my channel, and my channel fell off. I know it sucks, man. Can y'all put some money into the chat? Because for real, my channel fell off. You know? My channel fell off, bro. This is actually a pretty nice live stream. Thank y'all for supporting me while I'm in the midst of having thousands of people watch me fall off. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I really care what an anonymous troll got to say about that. Thank you, though, Blue Blood. What's good, Don Balling? Let's get to this, though. I forgot that quick what the fuck I was talking about with that idiot. I forgot. What was I talking about with that idiot? My mind just got, once I decided to let that dude go, what was I talking about with that guy, man? I'm sorry. I got distracted by a troll who kept, spamming the chat, and I was nice to him for a while. So I am sorry I had to kick the guy out. Man, hey, bro, thank you, man. Hey, man, say for the fall off, bro. Yeah. Much love with that $50 holler, bro. Oh, yeah, paying the fee, bro. Yeah, you're an idiot. Everybody has to pay sanctioning fees. It's the law, dumbass. It's the law. The reason why you got to pay sanctioning fees to call yourself a champion is because it's the law. Okay? As of right now, Zufta Boxing cannot name a champion because they're not a sanctioning body. They got to have a fighter with the sanctioning bodies. They can say they have a championship, but right now, they really can't say they have to have. They really can't say it. Just want to say, what's up, Fanon? I've been listening for a while, and your videos helped me get through my recovery from stomach surgery back in 2000. Much love. Hey, man, thank you, man. Jukebox TV, bro. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, man. That's a wonderful comment to pay, man. Thank you so much, man. Stephen Dunson. Let me read what Stephen Dunson is saying. Man, that's a huge super chat, bro. Thank you so much, man. But if you guys want to disagree with me, here, state your piece, man. Explain to me. Debate me on these sanctioning bodies, bro. I won't even yell at you, dog. Because you know these other boxing guys don't know what they're talking about, right? Jay Henderson says, hey, man, since my guy Martin fell off. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, bro. I've been falling off for like 7 years, dog. Hey, you talked to Rollo? I heard Rollo's ass too, raggedy ass Rollo. You talked to Raggedy Rollo? 2 Cent, Raggedy Rollo's out there live and kicking. Hey, man, where y'all at, man? Somebody come chop it up with me, man, so I can use this restroom, bro. That's why they picked up Rayo to try and help Zoot the belt, to keep him under the rankings. Rayo, the Pathfinder. Hey, I like Rayo, man. I'm a Rayo fan, bro. I fucks with Rayo Valenzuela, bro. Super Splash Gibson says, so stupid. The sanctioning bodies is the reason they make all this money. Nothing gets me more annoyed than millionaires crying about paying a couple $100. Yeah, they're just making an excuse for not paying the money. That's all it is. Man, that's good, man. Rayo's a cool little, yeah. Not Rayo. They're talking about Rollo, not Rollo. Yeah, well, then we're talking about 2 people at the same time. We're talking about Rayo and we're talking about Rollo. Rayo is a boxing, Rayo Valenzuela is the fighter. Rollo is somebody else. Rollo is a boxing channel or is a boxing commentator who is a troll in his own right. Somebody try to stop yelling in his mic. Levi, hey, I'm traveling on the road today, but listening in, bro. Can I get a 10 count for my own? Yes, I'm so sorry, man. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Jameson Childress' uncle. And we'll take a 10 count, brother, for sure. Rest in peace to your family, man. My condolences, brother. My condolences, brother. My condolences. My condolences. For sure, my condolences on that, man. Thank y'all, man, for the support. For real, bro. Really. You guys want my channel to fall off, bro. My channel is not falling off. Because, you know, honestly, bro, it's nothing but me, man. My guy said, R.I.P. to your Uncle JC. Yes, sir. Thank you again. Jeep Red Boy in the building with the good gongs. Appreciate you, man. To my guy, Jeep Red Boy. Wasn't it Rollo, Shadow Box, Muhammad Ali? Yeah, that was Rollo, man. Rollo crazy, bro. Rollo was talking all that smack. Rollo don't want to talk all that crazy shit no more. They got retired from talking that crazy shit, though, didn't you, Rollo? Hey, Rollo, do me a favor, man, and reality check me. Come on up here and talk loose to me some more, bro. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. I ain't seen you in a minute, Rollo. You used to talk real loose, bro. You used to talk real loose, man. You don't talk loose no more, man. I appreciate that, man. It will never fail. I've been following you for over 5 years. Just ran back into your channel. Tony Pryor. Oh, thank you, bro. Yo, weird ass still has a stream. What do you mean, bro? You're always watching me, dog. You kidding me? I still got a stream. What do you mean? Pimpin', I mean, what are you talking about, dog? Thank you, man. I appreciate you for coming back. Your weird ass still has a stream. Yeah. I still have a stream, Bill. Yeah, Bill Haney, I still got a stream, bro. Let's talk about Bill Haney being an embarrassment to the sport of boxing. Can we talk about Bill Haney for a second? I got about 20 minutes left on my live stream. And I want to spend 20 minutes talking about exactly what a raggedy nigga Bill Haney is. and how his son is such an overrated fighter. I'm humble sinner that asked Jesus Nathers to come into my heart. Bro, you got to get out of here, dog. Take that. Go ask Jesus that somewhere else, bro. You know, why that dude looked like a goatee was glued on? Who you talking about? Because he's Bill Haney, I'm telling you. He looked like his goatee was glued on because that's what Bill Haney does, dog. Bill Haney, dog, I'm telling you. Bill Haney and Floyd Mayweather Jr. got glued on beards. Bill Haney can't grow no facial hair. That shit is growing up. That shit doesn't grow, and that shit doesn't get any shorter. It don't get no longer. You ain't never seen Bill in between with that damn beard. That shit went from a bald face all the way to that nigga having a goatee, having a goat beard right away, bro. I don't buy none of that shit, bro. He said, damn, these bots are deep, man. Yeah, man. That's all right, though. It's a view. Said, damn, these bots are, yeah, they are. They're very, very deep, bro. I mean, serious, man. Where's Bill Haney's in-between beard? Like right now, dog, this is my in-between beard, right? You know what I mean? They got their shit glued on, bro. I'm convinced. They're going to do a big baby one day, and that shit going to just drop to the side. Like, they ain't going to be talking, and that shit just going to peel off to the side, bro. He got a beard. He got a face toupee. Paying sanction fees and their necessity. What about it? I already talked about it, man. Bill is too old to be acting like a young nigga. No, he ain't. He's in them streets. He talked about the streets. You got to be in them streets if you in them streets. If you running around loud talking and shit like that, you in them streets. Them act because you have to pay the penalty for these little idiots, man. Yeah, it's a man unit. No, that shit's called a toupee. When I was a kid, when bald-headed men put beard on their hair, put a wig on, it was called a toupee. It's a toupee for a man. It is a wig for a woman. And these men are out here with toupees and beard dyes. I can't respect the game, bro. Go ahead and cut your hair off, and because you're bald, bro. That's all it is. If you don't want to look like your hair is all patchy, you can be cosmetic about it and get a razor. That's all it is. Less is more. Less is more. Not more. Less is more. You know what I mean? Downgrade your necessity for your hair, bro. Cut that shit down, bro. And then you ain't got to always keep the newest style. Now, if you got a fucked up dome piece, you know, maybe you should have lived your past life better. I can't speak for that. You know what I mean? I can't speak for that. But at the same time, bro, you know, it is what it is. Chicken Saw Fontaine said, sorry I'm late for now. Got promoted and changed my times up. Hey, that's all right, bro. It is, and not everybody can make a morning show. So I feel so blessed that I can have 7,000, 8,000 people watching me in a live stream. Because, you know, people come in and out of the live stream. They come in and out. So you see people coming in and they may not be here for the whole live stream. And I appreciate the thousands and thousands of people that come in and give me these views. I really do. And I appreciate the people that support in the Super Chat and the Cash App tremendously because it's very important. That said, comic relief has always been, hey, man, thank you, Jordan Carter. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, man, thank you, man. Mr. Dorsey said for the stream, $10 holler, brother. Thank you. Channel said we love the show. Thanks, man. It means a lot. Seriously, man, because despite what you see, the number you see, there's like 7,000, 8,000 people that come by and check me out every day. And then we've got another, you know, I hope 15,000 in the different videos that we do. It's really a big benefit to the channel, man. So thank you guys a lot for everything that you do, man. It really makes a big difference to the channel. It really does. Seriously, seriously, seriously. But look, man, I'm going to get out of here a little bit early. Then I do. Thank you so much for supporting Super Chat Thursday. Jameson Childress, thank you so much for being the anchor of the channel, man. Guys like my dude, Adrian Molina, Shout out to my guy, everybody that supported the channel. Man, you know, John Bowie, my guy Kamal Oz. Thank you to Arena. Thank you to everybody. Barbara D, obviously. Thank you to everybody that supports the channel and has supported the channel in the past. My guy Chillville, you know, my noob Chillville, all my noobs out there. Thank y'all for supporting the channel. I'm going to get up out of here a little bit early because I got to take care of some stuff. But with that, I'm out. Deuces. Peace.